The Steel City is ready at Acrisure Stadium here in Pittsburgh. Today, a good matchup here in the AFC. It's the Indianapolis Colts and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen with you. The All-Pro Chris Boswell with the honors. Off we go from the Steel City. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Colts offense going to take the field here for the first time. They're led by the former first-round pick out of Duke, quarterback Daniel Jones.
Now, this is the type of quarterbacks that just give defensive coordinators nightmares. They stay up all night thinking, okay, what is the best way to defend him? Do we treat him as a runner? Do we treat him as a passer? And I think that's really where the most stress comes in, Mike, is you want to make sure you don't let him kill you with his legs downfield as a runner, but it's also his ability to extend plays as a passer that really creates a lot of stress on your back-end coverage, and that's where those big plays can come. So it's a big challenge. They know it, and we'll find out early on what the plan is.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 25-yard line.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 9. Shotgun now for Jones. Catch made, that's Pittman. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line. It's a pickup of 13 yards. First down, Indianapolis.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. A nice job there making that happen.
They'll run on first down with Taylor. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
Defense. Still first down.
They'll give this one to Taylor, running right. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's Jones. Reaching for it, the tight end couldn't bring it in. It's incomplete. Tyler Warren, the man he was looking for there.
He was covered by
and 3rd down coming up.
You know, there's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
He manages to get the throwaway and completes it. 18 yards on the connection. That's good for a Colts first down.
First down, Colts.
So here's a play, Mike, that is clearly designed to attack the middle third of the field. So think it's roughly the space between the numbers. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And once he understood where his leverage was and he gets his head around, great job by the quarterback on time, delivering a strike.
This throw right side, pulled in by Pittman. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the Steelers' 31-yard line.
From the 31, here comes a 2nd and a yard. On 2nd down, here's a run with Taylor. And he will keep the drive moving. Gets the first down. Nice gain of 5.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen. And not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2. But it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor. And when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense. Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game to nothing.
They'll run here with the rookie. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
Play 10 of this opening drive. And here's third down. Working from the gun, it's Jones. Coming open is Pierce. It's on target. And he's into the end zone. Alec Pierce. Touchdown, Indianapolis. And, Greg, that is the way you love to start one of those games. Get off the bus, get on the field, get in the end zone. The road team with the first 6 of this one.
And you can just see, Mike, it takes a lot of the air out of the stadium. And this crowd, they're fired up, start of the game, trying to make their presence felt. And the opposing team goes all the way down for an opening drive touchdown. That's an ideal way to start when you find yourself on the road.
Badgley's extra point is good. And the Colts will take a 7-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. To return is Kenneth Gainwell. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. Well, here come the Steelers, and that's the sight that looks odd, but people were looking to see after keeping us waiting all spring. Year 21 in the league for Aaron Rodgers, his first as the Steelers quarterback.
You know, it's funny how time flies, Mike, and we won't call him old. We'll just call him experienced. And here's a guy who's been doing this for a really long time at a high level, and he's going to hope that some of that experience works in his favor today. And when he plays well, this is proven to be
in trouble, and he's going to be taken down. The second-year man from UCLA, Leatu Latu. He's in for the sack. It's going to be a loss of 8 to begin the drive.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. So offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Here's the former Memphis Tiger, Kenneth Gainwell. And a nice tackle in the open field limits the gain to only 1.
So these, Mike, are the body blow runs. They're not big gains. They're nothing fancy. But they really set that physical tone for the rest of the game where now a good play caller can use some of these early runs to set up something a little bit bigger down the road.
3rd and long for Rodgers. He's going to air one out for Metcalf. That's caught. That'll change things. Out of bounds inside the 35. A big-time play for Pittsburgh. It covers 51 yards.
Both pre-snap and post-snap, this is about as well done as you can do at the quarterback position. Get in and out of the right call, identifying the holes along the back end, and then the throw. You can't put it in a better spot. I mean, that's just a big-time play. All week long, they stress, Mike, that we have to get as many defenders to this ball carrier as possible. They know he's going to make some guys miss. He's going to be hard to get on the ground, but you can see the effect of rallying to the ball as it had here. They're able to take him down, and they're able to do it for a loss.
Here's a 2nd and 12. From the gun, Rodgers. He finds Austin with the grab. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. A pickup of 14 on that one. That's a Steeler first down.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
I think they're going to have to be more creative here on the back end with the types of coverages they show this quarterback. Change the look pre-snap to post-snap. Mix in zone, mix in man. They got to make it more challenging on the quarterback going forward.
They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down a score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score in the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come over with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Chris Boswell on for the point after. He's got it. And the Steelers come right back to tie it at 7.
The game at 7.
Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. Ashton Doolin now to return it. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Colts offense ready to possess the football for the second time. Throwing on first down is Jones.
Jones' pass complete to number 1, Josh Downs. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 33-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 3 from the 33. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. A gain of 17 yards. First down, Indianapolis.
And the Colts first down.
Out of the gun, here's a give to Taylor. Not much there, a yard or 2 down to the 48. Cole Holcomb in on the tackle.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and
8. Second down, 8 yards to go. To throw is Jones. That's Tyler Warren, the tight end. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
A gain of 15.
15 yards through the air. That's good for a Colts first down.
You know, Mike, these crossing routes, you just see them being used more and more often. And really, it's because it's good against any defense. And what it does is it creates separation. It allows some of your best players to catch the ball on the move. And that short throw oftentimes turns into a long run. Initially, they do a really nice job taking away his first and second read, but what they fail to do is account for him as a runner. He ends up making something positive out of a play that initially didn't look like it had much of a chance.
So, from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. On the handoff, it's Taylor. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line. 14 on the pickup. First down, Indianapolis.
First down, Indianapolis.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
Number 14, Alec Pierce. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 10-yard line.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Here's Jones. And he's going to be dropped. They get to him back at the 15-yard line. The former All-Pro Jalen Ramsey coming off the corner blitz to bring him down.
That last sack is exactly why defensive coaches preach over and over. Just play the next down. Just continue to make them snap the ball again. You're one big defensive play from changing everything about this drive. And what once looked like a promising drive, following that sack, looks a little bit different now.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. To throw, it's Jones. That one broken up in the end zone. It's incomplete. What great work just to get those hands up there. And now it's 4th down.
A bit of a risky throw here in the end zone, Mike, and those windows down here tight, they close so much faster in this part of the field. By the time he let it go, the defender was already in position and was able to make a play on the ball.
Badgley's kick is good. And the Colts will break our tie and take a 10-7 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Johnson now to return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Steelers' offense about ready to get going on their 2nd possession. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Rodgers. Throwing it out wide, and Metcalf has it. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
On the handoff, this is Warren. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line. A pickup of 12 yards. Good for a Steeler first down.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and
That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Bynum. And the Colts will have great field position as they take over at their own 45.
Mike, there's usually such a comfort level when the guy playing quarterback behind center is a veteran. They've seen a lot of ball. You can trust them to make good decisions. And then every once in a while, one just gets away, and that's just simply a bad ball, a bad mistake, and you're not going to get away with it at this level.
Here's the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over once more. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll start with Taylor, and he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Down by Darius Slay. A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 45-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9. Fake the handoff. Now Jones. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
No gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Third down and 9. Now Jones. He'll try and get there on the ground.
Daniel Jones on the scramble.
Great reaction by the defense. At first, Mike, it looked like there was enough room out there for the quarterback to pick this one up himself, but they were able to rally to the ball, and I think the officials are going to mark him just short.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Jones. He's got his tight end. That's Warren. And he's going to have the 1st down. So taking a chance there, playing with the lead, but it works out for them.
Love the idea of going for it on 4th down. Anytime you're on your opponent's side of the field, Mike, you have to take advantage of that field position. You're too long for a field goal, but you're too close to the end zone to punt it. So going for it on 4th down is definitely the right move. Now you've got to take advantage of it and don't let it go to waste.
And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. They get 18 on that one. That's good for a Colts 1st down.
This offense has to be thrilled, Mike, with the success they've had here on the ground in this opening quarter. Now as the rest of the game unfolds, everything in the game plan continues to open up.
On 1st down, they'll stay with Taylor on the ground. And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's 2nd down.
With how fast they were all over that play, you almost wonder, Mike, was there a pre-snap tell? Did they know that play was coming? Because I'll tell you, that defense was on it from the start.
Throwing now is Jones. He'll let this go towards the end zone. A whole lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
So after their defense gives them a gift on their last drive and gets them the ball back and on the field, they nearly return the favor following that dangerous throw of their own. And at this point, they're lucky to walk away with just an incompletion.
Throwing is Jones on 3rd down. Able to find Pittman. It's complete. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line. It's a gain of 26, and it'll set up 1st and goal.
You can't run plays like this, Mike, if you don't have incredible pass protection. I mean, he started on the left side of the formation, and look how far he had to go across the field before that ball was caught. That's going to take time. That's going to take a lot of trust in that quarterback, in his protectors, to know he can stand tall in that pocket.
And he barrels his way into the end zone.
Touchdown.
Jonathan Taylor. Touchdown, Indy. Greg, offensive coordinators script the start of the game. This script has read perfectly. What a great start for this offense.
It just seems like every play this offensive coordinator dials up is perfectly timed and then perfectly executed. They've been aggressive. They've been efficient right since the start of this one. And I'll tell you what, Mike, they continue to build on this lead here early. This is going to be a long day for this defense.
Badgley now, attack on the extra point. His kick is good. And the Colts will get out in front 17-7.
Steelers 7.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Johnson now to return. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The Steelers offense ready to take over once again. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Warren to start the drive. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
These are the impact plays that this linebacker is capable of, Mike. Not only dissecting and determining where the ball was going, but then to shoot through the line of scrimmage and make this tackle for a loss. That's a big-time play by a really good player.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Off the play fake, Rodgers. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
Connor Hayward. A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 9.
Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. And he's going to be brought down. And with that tackle, we hit the end of the first quarter of play. 1 quarter in the books. It's the Colts out to the early lead. And we're back to the Steel City after this. The Steelers with the football to begin the second quarter as they've got it with 4th down coming up. They're indeed going. It's Rodgers. And he's going to have the 1st down. Aggressive call there. But it works out as they convert on 4th down.
A little bit of a risky decision for some, Mike, but frankly, I really like it. I think the days of being aggressive on 4th down, even on your side of the field, are here to stay. And while some people say this is over-aggressive, in this case, the aggressiveness paid off, and they're going to keep this drive alive.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
They'll run straight ahead with Warren. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
3rd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Aaron. Well covered on the sideline, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Bynum.
Well, Mike, once again, this drive, it ends the same way their last one did, walking off the field following an interception. Now, you're hoping this is more momentary struggle than it is a trend, but as hard as it is to do, they need to get calmed down. They need to reset because their offense cannot operate at a high level if they don't have confidence in this passing game.
Here's Jonathan Taylor and the Colts offense heading back for their next possession. Their lead is 10. They go back to work, trying to add to it. It begins with 1st down. Now, Jones. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
At the 40-yard line.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. When that defender's bearing down, you really get a good idea what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
And he'll get this up close to a 1st down as the tackle is made right at the midfield stripe.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
3rd and inches. They'll go with the sneak. He is going to have a Colts 1st down. At least at first glance, they'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory, and certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked, and with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
Jones to throw on 2nd down. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. That screen goes for 12, and that's a 1st down.
How often do we see, Mike, the running back, they get a little too antsy and they go a little too fast on these screen plays. In this case, great job by the back. First, he let his offensive lineman go out. He then follows behind. That's the key to a good screen play.
And this defense having nothing of it. They get him down for a loss on the play.
The tackle made back at the 39-yard line.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Now a play fake. Jones. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
On 3rd and long, it's Jones. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively, and it sets up fourth down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. Here comes the Pittsburgh offense now, heading back onto the field. They'll begin inside their own 15-yard line, so a lot of real estate to cover. It's 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground with Warren. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
These negative runs, they just make everything for the play caller that much more difficult, Mike. So they've got to find a way to be more efficient on these early downs, meaning 1st and 2nd down, because if not, you find yourself the entire game in 3rd and pass, and that's what every single defense in the league is trying to do.
Throwing, Rodgers. He's going to air one out for Metcalf. Still going inside the 20. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 87 yards. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
This is when you're very fortunate as an offensive play caller, Mike, that you not only have the speed on the outside, but you got the big arm behind center, because it doesn't get real fancy. If you can hold up in the protection, you're saying run as fast and as far as you can. I'm going to throw it as far as I can, and when you connect, it is a thing of beauty, and in this case, it results in a touchdown.
On for the extra point is Boswell. It's up and through. And the Steelers are back to within a field goal. It's 17-14.
Steelers 14.
Boswell now, following the touchdown, back out to kick this one off. On the return, it's Doolin. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. Here's Jonathan Taylor and the Colts offense heading back for their next possession. Play action now. It's Jones. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
On 2nd down, here's Jones. This one not quite on target. Had him too much. That one falls incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
Working from the gun, it's Jones. Taking off, he'll try to get there. Good job breaking the pocket and going for 14 yards, and most importantly, a first down.
14. First down, Colts.
This is an element that defensively you always have to be ready to defend. You can't just accept that it's a pass and be so consumed with the receivers downfield. You have to account for the quarterback as a scrambler. You can see why, as he's able to get out of the pocket and pick up the first down.
Probably should have given that one up. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
No gain on the play.
A lot of defense's strategy of defending the zone read, Mike, is we want that quarterback to pull the ball. It's one of their few chances throughout the course of the game where they can get their hits on him, and in this case, they're able to hold him to no gain.
Here's Taylor. He'll push forward for about a yard. Patrick Queen, the linebacker. They're on the tackle.
At the 45-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it's third down.
Third down and 9. From the gun, it's Jones. Throwing on the run, it's behind his man, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Michael Pittman with that one, and that's going to lead to a fourth down.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike, and I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
And this one's going to land out of bounds as they'll mark it inside the 20. The Steelers offense and Aaron Rodgers getting ready to go once more. And you get a look at the numbers, they don't even tell the whole story. This has been a tremendous performance to this point. They'll run here with Gainwell. And he's out past the 30 and out of bounds. A gain of 14. Good for a quick first down.
We've seen this trend throughout the league, Mike. Offensively, everyone wants to have depth at the running back position. Yeah, it's great to have one guy, but if you could have 2 or 3 that could all come in and contribute on the ground, that's the goal, and we're seeing it here.
That's complete. It's Metcalf. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
There's a reason certain guys, Mike, just always seem to be open. It's really because route running is more art than it is science. How do you manipulate the defense to find open spots or win versus man to create separation and earn the trust of your quarterback?
Play action now with Rodgers. Off-balance throw. It's complete. He's going to be taken down at about the 30.
It's a gain of 18.
Closing in on 200 receiving yards for the game. He's been outstanding. That one good for a first down.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
They'll run the draw with Warren. And he brings it down to about the 28-yard line. Chad Muma there to bring him down.
A gain of 2. Brings up second and 8.
Second down and 8. They'll run the toss with Warren. And he is out of bounds. That's a couple of yards short of the marker, and it'll bring up third down.
That's a gain of 6. Makes it third and 2.
From the gun, Rodgers. He'll get this into the hands of Austin. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on third down.
First down.
This has been a really impressive drive, Mike, really from the start. And This is something defenses want to force offenses to do. Methodically work their way down the field, but they've been highly efficient, and now they get another first down.
He finds his man, it's Skoranek. And they'll get him down inside the 5-yard line. It's first and goal coming up.
I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike, and what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells, so they can't afford to just dial up certain schemes to take away a run or a pass. They've got to defend the entire playbook, and so far they've done a great job on this drive doing just that. You have to wonder if next time does the play caller give his quarterback some options to check out of this play. It was clear before the ball was snapped this was not a great look for that play call, and you can see the end result.
Back to the 5-yard line now. Second down and goal. To throw is Rodgers. That is caught by the tight end. Pat Fryermuth. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
Boswell adds the extra point, and the Steelers move out in front by 4. It's 21-17. Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. Anthony Gould now to return. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Colts offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. That's out quickly to Pittman.
Complete to Michael Pittman. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Jones. Again, they target Pittman. He's got another catch. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line.
First down.
A pickup of 15 in the air. First down, Indianapolis.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, ball's on time, results in a nice first down pickup.
Now here's a keeper on the zone read. And that play going nowhere. The defense all over that one. They'll bring him down for a big loss.
You know, Mike, it's funny, when you're facing these really elite defensive linemen, sometimes it's easier to make them the read guy rather than actually try to block them. Unfortunately, they're elite for a reason, and sometimes they're still able to make the play like we saw here.
And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd down.
Throwing, Jones. Right back to Warren again. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. The defense could not bring him down. It's a catch and run of 22 yards.
Third down is when we see so many tight ends around the league really make their money. They operate in the middle of the field. They're a big, easy target for the quarterback, and even if they are covered, Mike, they're not really ever covered.
They'll try and set up the tight end screen. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Give him 10 more on that one. Just enough for another first down.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
Right side, that is hauled in by Warren. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 17-yard line.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Now a give on the ground. He will work his way to the 11-yard line. Good running and a first down.
It's a gain of 6. First down, Indianapolis.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
They'll work the middle here with Taylor. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
Really nice job here defensively, not only to get the penetration and to clog those run lanes, but they're able to take him down behind the line of scrimmage for a loss.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Here's Jones to throw. They'll try to set up the screen here. This one going to be sniffed out, blown up in the backfield.
Tackle made back at the 17-yard line.
So, 2 minutes to play in a back-and-forth first half. We'll come back to the Steel City after this. Good drive now faces a tough conversion. It is 3rd and long. And that is incomplete.
It just seems like the offense gets in their own way, and whether it's a penalty or a drop or whatever the case may be, it's these self-inflicted wounds they've got to stop if this unit ever wants to reach their full potential.
In comes Michael Badgley for this field goal drop. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Colts cut the deficit down to 1. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, it's Kenneth Gainwell. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Steelers offense and DK Metcalf getting set for their next possession. And it may be time for this defense to start throwing a second defender at him, maybe. Look at what he's done. Whatever the defense has tried in the first half, it hasn't worked. A-Rod now to throw on first down. He'll step up and run this. And he'll slide to a halt after picking up about 6.
These plays just kill you on defense. The pressure's good, but you have to contain them. Quarterback does a nice job of escaping the pocket, turns into a runner, scrambles for positive yardage.
2nd and 5. Rodgers. This one grabbed by Austin. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
That's good for
And that first down was huge for this offense. Now they can take a deep breath. Focus on trying to put a late scoring drive together before we hit the halftime break.
Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. He's going to air one out for Metcalf. That is knocked away. Incomplete. Good coverage there defensively. All over him. And it'll be 2nd down.
Really nice job there of not only tracking the ball, but then putting yourself in position to make the play. And that's step 1. I promise you step 2 on that sideline. His secondary coach is saying, hey, next time you can get your hand on the ball, let's try to come away with that takeaway.
That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. DK Metcalf was the intended target. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
And when you look down the field, Mike, there's just really nobody creating any real separation. And instead, he tries to give one of his guys a 50-50 contested catch opportunity. But with the coverage as tight as it was, it just falls incomplete.
He finds Austin with the grab. And he'll be out of bounds, well short of the line to gain. And that'll set up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Colts offense going to take over here in the final minute of this first half. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. Jones operating out of the pistol. That one brought in by Warren. And he'll be out of bounds. A pickup, though, of 6.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. To throw, it's Jones. Pass is caught. It's Warren. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8. And now the Colts will use the first of their timeouts. Clock says 25 seconds till halftime. So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. Now, Jones. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. Into space at the 45. And he is out of bounds. That screen goes for 12. And that's a 1st down.
All right, Mike, so the way they teach these screenplays to the offensive lineman is you got to stop the defender's feet. You just don't want him to get a free, clean rush to the quarterback because you're so worried about getting out in front of the back. Make him start his rush over again before you slip out. Ball gets dumped right over the rusher's head. Bang, now you're in the open field.
Timeout, Indianapolis. That is their 2nd, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in half number 1.
2nd and 4 at the 47-yard line.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Jones to the air again. A throw over the middle, and they can't connect. It's incomplete. Jonathan Taylor, the intended receiver. Now it's going to be 3rd down.
And that sideline just cannot believe their guy did not come down with that play. I mean, that's as easy as it gets. I frankly don't blame him. I mean, that's a play at this level you just have to make. Your teammates are dependent on it.
He manages to get the throwaway and completes it. And he's out of bounds, down inside the 35. That's the second time they connect on this drive. This one good for 13 yards.
Well, it's been pretty clear this offense has wanted to get this running back involved in the passing game here in the first half. And with the success they've found, I expect the rest of the game to go very similar.
3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Colts get 3 here late in the first half to take the lead. So, halftime straight ahead. And we go down to Scott Hansen, who has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome into the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you on an abridged halftime report. Good competitive first half. This game kind of has a punch-counterpunch feel to it, as reflected on the scoreboard. Tight game going into the second half. Can either team pull away? To find out, let's go back to the stadium and our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Johnson now to return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Steelers offense and DK Metcalf getting set for their next possession. They trail by 2 and will start this drive with 1st and 10. Play action. Rodgers taking a shot downfield for Smith. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. Jonnu Smith, the tight end, man he was looking for there. And it'll bring up 2nd down. Now Gainwell, and he'll get forward for a couple. Zaire Franklin that time, there for the tackle.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
3rd and 7. From the shotgun, it's A-Rod. He's got a man down the field. It's Austin. It'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line. A big play and a much-needed one as well. 31 yards. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Off the play fake, Rodgers. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
You have to wonder, Mike, how are those previous mistakes he made earlier in the game still lingering in the back of his mind? You can tell he's being a little bit more conservative. He doesn't want to risk throwing a 3rd interception and kind of just throws this one away.
And down he goes.
When you can win so fast as an edge rusher, you put so much pressure on the quarterback to speed everything up. He can sense that pressure coming either from his front or back side. It either speeds up and leads to an errant throw, or in this case, it leads to a sack.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. He'll let it go deep left sideline. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Nick Cross.
Well, Mike, I think it's pretty clear what the message was by this head coach at halftime. He said, listen, guys, we're behind. We're trailing. We're going to come out early in this second half and be aggressive from the get-go and cut into this deficit. But oftentimes, reckless decision-making, over-aggressive play calling leads to turnovers. Now, this defense finds themselves heading back out onto the field a little earlier than expected, but they need to hold serve and keep this score right where it is.
Jones gonna hang on to it here, and he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
Oftentimes, the more success you have as a quarterback keeping the ball, the more attention that you're going to get from the defense, and I think that's exactly the case here. They've been burned a few times by this guy already today, but this time they were ready for him.
Working from the gun, it's Jones. And nice work after the catch. He stopped a little short of the first down marker, but it is a pickup of 9.
Gain of 10 yards.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike, how well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard him.
Jones looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Going over the middle and taken in by Pittman.
Complete to Michael Pittman. It's a gain of 6.
I can't tell you, Mike, how many of these offensive skill players around the league, they look at man coverage as like a personal offense. After that last completion on the way back to the huddle, I think he had a few choice words for him. I think he said, hey, man, you can't guard me one-on-one. You better ask your coach for some help, because if he doesn't, you're going to be in for a long day.
And he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
So it's just a simple read, but it's really well defended. They had both the give and the pull reads both accounted for, and the play ends up going nowhere.
So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. Now, Jones. That one over the middle to the tight end. He's got Warren. Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable 3rd down, getting some good yardage on that 2nd down play.
It may not have moved the chains, but with what they were dealing with there on 2nd down, that's a really nice pickup, because now it opens up your play call sheet on 3rd down where it's a little bit more manageable.
They'll try and run for this. It's Taylor.
Jonathan Taylor, the ball carrier. Peyton Wilson on the stop. A gain of 2 yards on the play. Brings up 4th down.
The Colts about set to punt.
On to punt for the Colts.
Here's Austin to return. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. The Steelers offense back onto the field for their next possession. Here's Gainwell. He'll take this forward for about a yard at best. Zaire Franklin that time, there for the tackle.
Taken down at the 22-yard line. 1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, Rodgers. There's a short one caught by Freiermuth. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
That's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Now a 3rd and 2. Rodgers now. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down.
Results in a 4th down.
So prior to that 3rd down call, Mike, I thought they put themselves in a pretty good situation. At that down and distance, they had run and pass, both at their disposal, but nice job by the defense being up to the task. Forced the incomplete, brings up 4th down.
The Colts offense ready to get back to work.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
They'll start this on the ground. It's Taylor.
Number 28, Jonathan Taylor, the ball carrier. He's taken down at the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 33, here's 2nd and 5. They'll toss this right side to Taylor. He's got room to the 45. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. They'll pick up 23 on that one. That's good for a Colts 1st down.
The challenge of playing a running back like this is you feel like you have him under control. You're doing a nice job putting a lid on him, and then all of a sudden, he's got a big spark play like this. That's the challenge. These guys are just so talented. You can only keep them down so long. That was a really nice run.
On play action, it's Jones. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
I remember being around a lot of really good high-level linebackers, and what they used to say, Mike, is we're not going to guard the check down, but we're going to punish the check down, especially if that running back's going to catch the ball with his back facing the defense. They're saying, you might catch it, but we are going to make you pay every single time. And I know he's got a few catches throughout the course of the game, but they're continuing to be physical with him, and they're going to make it more and more challenging.
13 yards on the catch there. 1st down, Indianapolis.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time, and it leads to big gains like this.
And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. He's over 100 receiving yards on the afternoon now, and a 1st down to boot.
Really nice job there, Mike. All they're trying to do is just clear some space for the tight end and then let him go to work in the middle of the field. Now they're set up nicely inside the red zone.
The blitz overwhelms the offensive line, and down he goes.
With the right personnel, the safety position is like the ultimate chess piece, right? You can put him in center field to play pass. You can bring him up and make him a pseudo linebacker, but you also can bring him on pressure, Mike, and that's what this guy does so well. The timing and the speed, he got there in a hurry.
So push back to the 11-yard line for 2nd and goal. Shotgun now for Jones. And this one is caught by Pierce. And they'll get about 5 yards closer, but now it is 3rd and goal. Oh, maybe a free play as he'll look to throw it. And he's going to go down. It's a sack, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Defensively, they got a little too eager, as we could see.
Still 3rd down.
Line of scrimmage, the 3. 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Jones. That one, taken in. Alec Pierce. Touchdown, Indianapolis. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Here's Badgley for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Colts will make it a 2-score game as they are now up 9. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Johnson now to return. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The Steelers offense and Aaron Rodgers getting ready to go once more. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Warren. They converge on him quickly. He'll only get a couple. Grover Stewart there for the tackle.
It's 2nd and 8.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw is Rodgers. Metcalf left side. He's got it. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
That's good.
I'd like to see them do a better job here the rest of the game, Mike, just disguising the coverage from the pre-snap look to the post-snap look. And what I mean is, when you have a quarterback at this level, and what they see before the ball's in their hands is the exact same thing they see once they do get the ball, everything is just so much easier for them to process. Change the look, change the coverages, move your safeties. Make the quarterback have to process with the ball in his hand.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. It's Rodgers. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
There was no hesitation from the quarterback. From the jump, he knew where he wanted to go with that ball, but still leads to an incompletion. They're just still not quite on the same page.
On 3rd down, Rodgers. That one caught by Wilson. And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
So we see this more and more often in today's NFL, Mike, where on third down, the ball is actually thrown short of the chains, and there's really two reasons. One, teams are a lot more willing to use fourth down, and two, they have a lot of confidence in these receivers and tight ends and backs to run after the catch.
And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. The Colts offense and their big play wideout getting set for their next possession. The cushion is 9 as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll start with Taylor. And this is going to be a Colts 1st down as he gets up to the 24.
The tackle made at the 24-yard line.
This is where you have to be careful, Mike. You find yourself winning in the second half. Human instinct says, all right, let's just sit on the ball and protect the lead and let the clock run out. You can't do that. Stay aggressive. Do what got you here. Continue to mix the run with the pass. Keep your foot on the gas and try to extend this lead.
Now Jones on the bootleg. And it'll be marked out up at the 34-yard line. Back-to-back gains of 10 yards. And back-to-back 1st downs. From the 34 now, it's 1st and 10. Now it's Taylor. How about that? Quick feet there. Made a man miss on his way to a nice pickup of 7.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
From the 41, here's 2nd down and 3. They'll go again here with Taylor. Down the sideline, past the 45. And they will finally track him down inside the 40-yard line. They get 21 on that one. That's good for a Colts 1st down.
It's definitely nice to have one of those bruising, punishing backs to kind of help wear down the defense. But I'll tell you what, you can give me a flat-out electric runner like this guy any day of the week. He can turn on those jets, get in that high gear, and he is gone.
And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Steelers' 36-yard line.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 9. On the give, this is Taylor. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
He was brought down at the
It'll be a pickup of 10. 1st down, Indianapolis.
1st down, Colts.
Paid for this? Here, get out of here! What are you doing?
Well, here he is just taking over this drive from the running back spot. And frankly, Mike, any time the secondary and defensive backs are making a lot of tackles downfield, you know the offensive line's doing their job up front, and we can see the results.
Left side, that is caught by Warren. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 19-yard line.
They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Zone read, it's a give to Taylor. And he's going to be stuck well behind the line of scrimmage. A play going absolutely nowhere.
Defenses always have to make a decision, Mike. How do they want to defend the zone read? Some teams want the quarterback to keep the ball. They want the ability to tackle the quarterback. Other teams, they want it to be a give read, and that's what we saw here. They were ready for it, and they take the running back down for a loss.
And that is incomplete.
I like the idea of taking your shot there on 3rd down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up 4th down, You're already this close. You're in field goal range, but do you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession and see if you can come away with 6?
40-yard attempt.
Another one through the uprights. He's 4 for 4 on the game. And the Colts will extend their third quarter lead.
Michael Badgley set
Both
to
teams
kick off.
ready to go once more as the kick's away. Johnson now to return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Here comes the Pittsburgh offense now, heading back onto the field. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. Play fake. It's Rodgers. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Latu getting in there to drop him. It'll be a loss of 7 to start this drive.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Play action now with Rodgers. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete. Charvarius Ward able to get the hand in there and make the play.
And you don't earn the reputation this guy has, Mike, without having some really elite ball skills at your disposal. I mean, he's universally considered one of the best corners in the entire league, and when he makes plays like this, it's pretty easy to see why.
He'll take a shot, looking for Wilson. That's caught, and he's going to take this one all the way. 79 yards. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Well, it seems this game is kind of getting to the point, Mike, where it's defense optional. I mean, both these teams are really just having their way with their opponent. They're going up and down the field, and after this long touchdown, yes, this is great if you're a fantasy player, but it's not so great if you're a defensive coordinator.
Boswell now for the extra point. He's got it, and the Steelers have cut the deficit to 5.
Makes the score Colts 33, Steelers 28.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. Here's Gould on the return. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. Here's Jonathan Taylor and the Colts offense heading back for their next possession. And as you take a look at the numbers, you have to imagine he was the topic of conversation in that locker room at halftime. They got to find a way to slow him down. Nothing they've done has worked so far. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Jones keeping this one. And he'll work forward for about 4. It's second down.
You know, Mike, early in my time in Carolina, we were kind of on the forefront of this NFL zone read revolution. Cam Newton, one of the best to ever do it. I have seen up close and personal, when you run the zone read the right way, it is a nightmare for a defense to defend.
So, no shortage of offense in this one as we end the third. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. It is 2nd and 6. Here's Jones. A dive, but too far out in front of him. Incomplete. Joey Porter Jr. got a hand in there and made the play.
And at this stage of the game, it's both teams that are really seeing who can make the big play to swing the game in their favor. And this time, it's the defense. He's able to get his hands on it. Mike, I think they're lucky he wasn't able to get both hands on it because it could have been even a bigger play.
Jones into the slide, protects himself, and picks up the first down.
A gain of 14, and a Colts first down.
Here you are at the end of the game. You need a stop. You find yourself trailing. You have everybody covered, and the quarterback gets loose. Those are the plays that just kill a defensive coordinator. You're about to force a punt, about to get the ball back to your offense. Give credit to the quarterback. He made a play when they needed it.
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. A gain there of 20. That's good for a Colts first down.
This is an area of Daniel Jones' game, Mike, that I think people often overlook. He is sneaky fast, and when he gets out into open space, very rarely can anybody catch him.
That one complete to Pierce. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. A pickup there of 28 yards.
First down, Colts.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just hand off right hand.
And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Jonathan Taylor, touchdown Colts. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter, get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Badgley now to tack on the extra point. He's got it. And the Colts will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter.
Steelers 28.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here's Gainwell to return. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. Steelers offense and DK Metcalf getting set for their next possession. And he's had some kind of game. They made it a point to get him involved early. Boy, did that pay great dividends to this point. A-Rod down to throw on first down. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
To throw, it's Rodgers. That's complete to his running back, Kenneth Gainwell. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4.
What an advantage it brings a defense when you have cornerbacks that are such willing tacklers. It just brings an extra element to the ability to defend the entire field, and this is a great example here why.
It's going to be 3rd. They need 1. Oh, no chance there. Under a heavy rush, he goes down.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front because right now, their pass protection is breaking down and his quarterback's paying the price for it.
Steelers getting ready to punt this one away, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. The Colts offense and Daniel Jones ready to get going once more. And this defense has got to be at its wits' end, trying to come up with a way to keep him contained. He's had so many opportunities to tuck it and go, and he's turned a number of those into big plays. He'll start this drive by keeping it himself, and he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
They fake the handoff. Now Jones was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
A gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
Throwing now is Jones. He's going to look for the home run ball. That is knocked away downfield, incomplete. He made sure not to let the receiver get behind him. 3rd down stop sets up 4th down.
When you get the ball in this situation, what you're looking to do is not only end the drive with a touchdown to put the game away, but you'd love to chew up some clock. So with that incomplete pass now likely putting an end to this series, that's a big opportunity for them to try to close this game out.
And the receiver with a fair catch, taken successfully, and that's where he'll turn it over to the offense. The Steelers offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Rodgers. He'll air it out deep for Wilson. That'll be batted away, incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's 2nd down.
This is one of those plays where you either have to just eat it or you got to make a better decision on where you throw that ball, because you continue to throw the ball into these crowds, especially under pressure, you're going to turn the ball over, balls are going to get tipped up in the air, and bad things are going to happen. So, fortunately for him,
this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. Latu. He gets in to drop him. It's a loss of 8.
Mike, just think back here in this game alone. How many drives have been undone as the result of their inability to protect the passer? They just can't keep a clean pocket, and they just keep going backwards.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. 3rd and long for Rodgers. That's over the middle and taken in by Freiermuth. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line. How about that play off the call sheet to convert 3rd and 18 for a first down?
Okay, so now you pick up that first down, Mike, but now there needs to be a sense of urgency. You know you need to score twice. So this one, ideally for the offense, results in a touchdown. But either way, this first score of the 2 needed needs to be fast because you need every possession you can here late in the 4th quarter.
And he's out of bounds on the pass play, but that's good for 8 yards.
Outbreaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
Rodgers to throw. He finds Austin with the grab. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Call it a gain of 13. That's a Steeler first down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Warren. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Give him 10 more on that one. Just enough for another first down.
Mike, the old adage, you run to set up the pass. This modern offense nowadays, we're starting to see that flipped upside down on its head. Typically, the success of the passing game is what allows teams to have success like this in the run game.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. But they have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's A-Rod. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
To Calvin Austin. That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Third down and 3. Rodgers will set up the screen to Gainwell. And he is very close to the first down, but eyeball, he is shy of it. And they say it's 4th and inches.
Well, they say football is a game of inches, and plays like this explain why. You pick up a little bit more, it's a fresh set of downs. Now on 4th and short, this coach has a decision to make.
Now on 4th down, the veteran Chris Boswell on for the Steelers. This from 34 yards. Boswell's kick is good. And the Steelers are able to put up 3 and cut into the lead. Back out is Boswell following the field goal. He'll send this one away. Here's Gould on the return. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Here's the Indianapolis offense. Now as they get set to take over once more, they'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Give up the middle to Taylor. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4.
Brought down at the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 5. They go right back to Taylor. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up 3rd down.
At the 32-yard line. It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Working from the gun, it's Jones. And he's going to get there. He got the 1st down, not by a whole lot, but that'll keep this drive rolling.
And a Colts 1st down.
At this point in the game, Mike, it really starts coming down to the number of possessions. So that's a huge 1st down conversion, fresh set of downs. Now, the balance is stay aggressive and maintain the ball, but also start working this clock.
And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. A gain there of 10 yards. 1st down, Indianapolis.
1st down.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
On 1st down, they'll stay with Taylor on the ground. And wow, tough to bring down that time. Surging forward for a pickup of 6. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Here's Taylor. I don't think that was going too far either way. Defense right on it. They hold him to no gain.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
3rd down, 3 to go. Shotgun now for Jones. And they're going to get to him and take him down. Taken back to the other side of midfield. That is Deshaun Elliott on the safety blitz, bursting in to record the sack.
So the defense finds themselves in a tight spot. They have very little room for error at this point in the game, Mike, so they have to continue to get off the field, no more points, and that sack's going to go a long way towards doing it.
The Colts about to kick this one away as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead.
The Steelers take over.
The Steelers offense getting set to get back to work.
15-yard line.
On the ground, it's Warren to start the drive. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 18-yard line.
Here's Rodgers. Into space at the 45. And he is out of bounds. They'll have a 1st down. It's a gain of 28.
We spent so much time talking about arm strength, and while that certainly has a place in the conversation, look at the touch of this ball, Mike. It's a deep corner route. This ball needs to have the right pace, the right trajectory to not only get it over the 2nd-level defenders, but get that ball down into the hands of his target. He makes it look a lot easier than it actually is.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5. at the 49-yard line.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd down and 5. From the gun, Rodgers. This one down the field for Freiermuth. And he's got another one. Pat Freiermuth, touchdown Steelers. That is his 3rd touchdown of the afternoon. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
On for the extra point is Boswell. It's up and good. And the Steelers will cut it to a 2-point lead.
40. Steelers 38.
So the lead is down to just 2 now in the 4th quarter as they kick it off. Here's Gould on the return. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. Here's Jonathan Taylor and the Colts offense heading back for their next possession. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the 4th quarter. They'll run on 1st down with Taylor. And that'll be a pickup of 3.
Taylor, the Colts ball carrier. Joey Porter Jr. on the tackle. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 33-yard line.
From the 33, here's 2nd and 6. A design run here with Jones. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. And now the defense is going to take their first time out. Remember, they get an extra one built in with the 2-minute warning coming up momentarily. This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. From the gun, it's Jones. Here's a deep shot for Pierce. That is brought in. And he'll be marked down at the 15-yard line. The defense uses its 2nd timeout here, and don't forget, clock going to stop when we hit the 2-minute warning as well. Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Taylor. And he dances away from one defender on his way. Gain of 7. And 3rd and final timeout taken by the defense. So the 2-minute warning, the only clock stoppage they have left. Second down and 3. He'll get this out to the left flat, and he will get into the end zone. Michael Pittman, touchdown Indy. Greg, that's the way to handle it. Up 1, go down the field, get the touchdown, and extend the lead to 7.
Mike, the key for this offense is they were at their best when their best was needed. Being able to extend this lead late in the fourth quarter, they've got to be feeling pretty good about where things stand to close this game out.
Now, an important extra point here to maybe salt this one away. He gets it to go, and the Colts will make it a two-score game as they are now up 9.
Steelers 38.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Johnson now to return. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Steelers offense and DK Metcalf getting set for their next possession. And he's looking to finish strong. He has been unquestionably the star of the show as they have just absolutely had no answer on the defensive side of the ball. Here is 1st and 10. They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. First down for Aaron. There's a short one caught by Freiermuth. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play.
Brings up second.
2 minutes remain in the fourth quarter. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. They'll come up now for second down. They'll drop to throw. He'll go right back to Freiermuth. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9
yards.
Well, we'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allowed the first down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the first down.
To the outside, complete. It's Wilson. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
That's good.
A gain of 11 on that one. Good for a Steeler first down.
At the 48-yard line.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pickup of 14 and a first down. They'll throw again. Here's Rodgers. He'll take a shot here. Back of the end zone. This one batted away. It's incomplete. Good hands there in the end zone. And that'll bring up second down.
In these critical moments of the game, Mike, you always turn to your best players. And that's exactly what they did here. And they just weren't able to connect. Give this defense a lot of credit. They knew when it was crunch time, where did this quarterback want to look? And they were ready, and they took him away.
There's that man again. Another catch. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. He's over 100 receiving yards on the afternoon now, and a first down to boot. Rodgers going up top again. He'll step up and run this. And he's going to slide down with the first down inside the 5. That's a gain of 16 yards, and it sets up first and goal. So this one, a win for the visiting Colts. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, they got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did, and that was the difference in this one. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long, everyone.